My videos take a considerable amount of time. If you enjoy what I do, here are ways to contribute. 1. Subscribe if you haven't already. 2. Smash the like button or dislike. 3. Hit the bell icon for more on future release. 4. Share this video on the internet. You can share it to your friend, share it on Discord, however you like. And finally 5. Donate during premiere. They are rare. They don't happen often, but I am starting to do that now. Or links to donation sites in the description box below. With that, let's continue. Hello everyone, this is going to be a Black Mage up to level 80. This is Shadowbringers 5.3. Details on the following Glamour set can be found in the description box below. Glamour for the Black Mage series, we have the Suzaku Flame-Kissed Rod, the Archaeodemon Horns, the Augmented Hailstorm Coat of Casting, Lucian Prince Fingerless Gloves, the Guardian Corpse Skirt, and the Augmented Hailstorm Boots of Casting. Welcome to a Shadowbringers Black Mage Skill Spotlight. Let's get started at level 72. We get the Aspect of Mastery trait, accumulating full stacks of either Astral Fire or Umbral Ice, then casting a spell of the opposite element will consume no MP. The effect does not apply to Flare. Flare is always going to cost all of your MP, unless of course you have the Umbral Heart status effect. A good example of this is basically in Astral Fire. If you're run out of MP completely, casting a ice spell will basically cost no mana. Now inversely, if you're in Umbral Ice and you're casting a fire spell, it will cost no mana whatsoever. Also at level 72, we get Despair, deals fire damage with a potency of 380. Additional effect grants Astral Fire 3, duration of 15 seconds. Can only be executed while under the effects of both Enochian and Astral Fire. It is a fire spell, so it will rank up with potency scale along with your Astral Fire stacks. At a single stack, you will do 532 potency. At 2 stacks, you will do 608. At 3 stacks, you will do 684, and that is not an accountant of the Enochian damage bonus. The number of targets that you should be using along with this is 2 or less. That is typically boss encounters or single target. Similar and not so similar to Flare, this will always consume all of your MP, all of it. The minimum MP requirement, similar to Flare however, is 800, so do take advantage of that. Level 74, we get the enhanced Sharpcast, reduces the Sharpcast recast timer to 30 seconds from 60. This basically allows you to toss out a Sharpcast as soon as your rotation resets, rinse and renew. At level 76, we have the Umbral Soul, grants the Umbral Ice and 1 Umbral Heart. It is instant cast with a normal spell GCD recast. You should know what the Umbral Heart bonus does, so we can skip that part. Can only be executed while under the effects of both Enochian and Umbral Ice. The Umbral Soul's use is pretty straightforward, as with most Black Mage mechanics. In AoE or in dungeon use, you're going to use it between mob pools to reset your rotation back to ice. Make sure you transpose into the Umbral Soul to maintain your Enochian, Polyglot, and also make sure that you're in the reset so you can toss the Thunder into the Fire 3 for the Flare rotation. And of course for the boss encounter, it is similar to the AoE where you want to do a full reset, but in this case you want to wait for the boss transitions to fade out. The boss comes back in, you're able to hit a target, you can rinse and renew. At level 78, we get the enhanced Enochian 2 trait. Improves the Enochian's magic damage increase from 10 to 15%. At level 80, we get the enhanced Polyglot. Allows the stacking of a second Polyglot. And along with that, we get the Xenoglossy at level 80 as well. Deals magic damage with a potency of 750. Polyglot cost of 1. It is instant cast with a GCD recast. It is high DPS for a single target. If it is 2 or more, go ahead and use your Foul. Now to the right is going to be your single target constant. After your opener is over, go ahead and just keep using that instead. And typically you won't have any other OGCDs or abilities to toss out, so just the raw spells will do. And of course, during both rotations, I will be pausing the video to further explain in detail, and with that, let's begin. Hello everyone, this is going to be your single target rotation. We're going to start off with the Sharpcast into the Blizzard 3 Immediate Enochian. We're going to toss a Blizzard 4 that should give us 3 Umbral Hearts. We're going to do a Thunder 3 afterwards. That'll proc our Sharpcast. Enables us to toss a free Thunder 3 instantly. Now, based on the level 70 rotation, this is level 80. Things have changed slightly. The rotation is more convoluted and a bit stretched out, so some people decide not to test Fate and rely on RNG for the Thundercloud procs. So they decide to hold onto the Thundercloud proc itself now and toss it once the dot has expired. You can do that. That is based on playstyle. You may grow to like that instead. But for this rotation, I'm just going to toss it immediately. After that, we're going to do the Fire 3. The Fire 3 is free, coming from the Umbral Ice. It should be free, so that should be 0 mana. After that, we're going to toss a Ley Lines. Make sure you're in a safe position to toss the Ley Lines, and we're going to do 3 Fire 4s back to back. You're going to hard cast them. As soon as the third Fire 4 goes off, I'm going to speed it up. We're going to toss a Fire 1. That'll reset the Astral Fire timer. As soon as the Fire 1 goes off, we're going to do a triple cast. We're going to triple cast the first Fire 4. Now, mind you, you are still under Ley Lines, and you're able to instantly cast these spells after triple cast, but the Ley Lines will reduce recast timer of your spells, enabling you to cast stuff much faster in quick succession. After the first Fire 4 goes off, that's 1 charge of triple cast. We're going to toss a Swift Cast immediately afterwards. We're going to toss the second Fire 4. The Swift Cast is gone. We're going to toss a third Fire 4. You have 1 charge of triple cast left. And after that, we're going to do a Despair. Despair should have a longer cast time than Fire 4. That's why we want to toss the triple cast and the Swift Cast now. It should be instant. And after that, if you do not have the following mana font and or potion, could just go ahead and do your reset of the Blizzard 3, which should be free coming off of your Astral Fire. But if you do have the mana fonts, go ahead and toss mana font into the Fire 4 into a second Despair. And if you do have the potion after that, go ahead and toss the potion into a third Despair. Despair is pretty much the same requirement of Flare. It requires 800 MP, so that's what your potion should restore. After that, go ahead and do the reset of the Blizzard 3. It should be free, like I mentioned before, into the Thunder 3, Fire 3, rinse and renew. And this is going to be your AoE rotation. So we're going to start off with a Sharpcast into the freeze mechanic. We're going to do an instant Enochian. We're going to toss a Thunder 4, toss the immediate Fire 3. We're going to toss the immediate Thunder proc Thunder 4. Do not hold on to it. There's really no point in holding on to the Thunder 4 during AoE. As soon as that goes off, we're going to do the immediate triple cast into the Ley Lines. Make sure the Ley Lines goes second after you toss an instant cast spell. You should be able to toss 2 OGCDs or 2 abilities, but make sure that the Ley Line goes off second, because you want to immediately start casting after that circle is down. We're going to do the first Flare, which should be free. It should be instant. It should proc your Umbral Hearts. That means you should be able to cast a second Flare. We're going to do a Swift Cast before that happens though. Second Flare goes off. We have the Mana Font if you have it. Go ahead and cast Mana Font into a third Flare. And if you have a potion, go ahead and cast the potion into a fourth Flare. However, if you do not have either of those, either way, you're going to cast the Freeze for a reset. The Freeze should be free, of course, off of your level 72 trait. If you're in Astral Fire 3, Ice Magic or Ice spells should be free as well. Hello everyone, this is a post commentary of a Black Mage up to level 80. This is a dungeon example, and later on I'm going to do a raid example as well. The video is kind of long, so I had to cut it here and there, especially with the choppy clips. I had to cut a few things as well. Otherwise it would have been over 20 minutes, and nobody wants to see something like that. The video is pretty much over. The rotation is set and done. I did over and beyond with this video, because I know Square Enix probably won't be doing much of anything with Black Mage, and if they do, oh well, you know, I took a gamble. But this is definitely going to be should be one of the best Black Mage guides on the internet. And if it's not, I need to try harder next time. The AoE is pretty much as simple as it gets for Black Mage. The only thing that I didn't really touch too much on is make sure you toss the triple cast into the ley lines, not the other way around. Ley lines should go down into a spell. That is your priority OGCD. That's how you use the ley lines itself. Other than that, Black Mage 80 is focused around single target. That's where you get the Xenoglossy. That's where you get the ease of use during boss rotation. When the boss rotates out, you're able to use the Umbral Soul to basically reset your rotation completely. Other than that, I really can't see too much of anything. Just you're still playing a Black Mage. Make sure you watch your surroundings. You have plenty of ways to cast instant spells, and you have a ton of mobility. Let me get inside the bubble there. Make sure you're always utilizing everything your party tosses at you. This is a post commentary, so I think something happens here with one of the healers. Okay, let's move over there. So obviously no one's moving as fast as they should. I should have Ethereum manipulated the tank. Who am I kidding? I completely forgot to do so. Make sure you don't die. You may do bad DPS, but death is worse than doing bad DPS. You will do no DPS. So do not die. Yeah, I think this is where the healer really janks me over. So I put the ley lines down here real soon. Oh yeah, I remember this part. As you've noticed, I have the positionals on the bottom right corner. That gives you an idea of what job is coming up next. As I'm getting my layout ready and set to go. I'm doing Ninja next, but before I jump into Ninja, I need to get a few videos out, such as the new positionals guide. I put my ley lines down, and Red Mage is a little too close for the Storm Cloud, and the healer gets... Yeah, don't do this to your Black Mage. If you don't know the mechanic, that's perfectly fine, but if you do, don't do this. Yep. Bye, ley lines. Oh man, that sucks. Yeah, literally just rip ley lines. I think I only had about 15 seconds left on it, but it's still 15 seconds. Anyway, I need to do an update on the melee roll skills, an update on the melee positionals, and also an update on the... I think it was the HUD layout. Someone wanted an update on the HUD layout. Anyway, I'll go through that stuff. I had to cut out some of this stuff here because the mechanics reset, and basically the boss just keeps doing a reset until it dies. It was a nice fancy tank buster. And as always, we'll leave you with that and see you next time. Hello world, and thanks for watching. Don't forget to smash the like and subscribe here. You can also donate if interested in supporting the channel. More content to watch on the right side. If interested in joining in the Tempest Talons, info in the top left. And as always, good luck to you, and we'll see you next time.